Namaste. हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I am JVN Dr.Anamika Ahirwar, Associate Professor in the Department of Science and Technology at Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take the lecture on the topic Iterative Enhancement Model. This model is also called as the Incremental model. In this project is break into small modules which can be delivered. That's why we can call it as a iterative model. Okay, in this a working version of software is produced during the first module, and each subsequent release of the module adds functionality to the previous release. So the process continues till the complete system is achieved. Okay, so the model very successfully when working with new technologies, more than one iteration can be going at the same time. This is a picture so that you will be able to clear in your mind that what exactly the model works. You see here in this requirement design and testing, then after release and maintenance. Okay, if I am talking about the iterative enhancement, means if we don't know about much what will be the final output, or the complete requirement you don't know, then usually we prefer this iterative enhancement model, because sometimes the picture is not clear in the customer's mind also, because he do not know about what exactly or why what finally he wanted to be. Okay, so in this case the users usually prefer this model, because there's a small prototype they build and then show to the customer, and after their satisfaction, if any modification, if there any addition, then the customer told to the developer, then again he will the developer build a new prototype by adding the new requirement as he suggests the customer. Okay, so then after this process going on until the customer not satisfied, or until the final goal is not reaches. Okay, so here you can see that release 1, release 2, and the release 3. Okay, so if release 1 is clear, then not satisfied, then okay fine, go to the release 1, then again prototype is built, then again in the next release prototype is built. So in every prototype these phases follow. This is compulsory, you can say, requirement design and testing. So these all 4 phases are compulsory for every iteration, you can say, or every prototype, you can say, till you get the final output. Okay, so next is the advantages of iterative model. uh, in this iterative model, this is a, you can say, a quick software released during early phases of software life cycle. Okay, so because the developers are not focused on the design, and it just focus the coding part and execution part, you can say. Okay, like I am just giving an example. If you are practicing some maths question, then what you will do, just you put some values of x and y in your mind, keep these values in your mind, and then solve your question accordingly, in shortcut, you can say, because it is just the practice question and you just solve that question in your rough work. Okay, while the same questions, if you are attempting your examination, or in your preparing your notes in your registers or answer sheets, so what you will do, you will mention each and every statement clearly, like x equals to this value and y equals to this when adding this value, then the formula is there, and you are using this formula and putting these values and those variables. So these are the systematic way of solving that question. So here in the iterative model, because the final thing is not clear in the mind, so that there is a prototype which is executing in very short uh, uh, you can say the number of prototypes, so that we will not get the final result or final output what exactly we demands, or the customer demands actually. So this is less costly to change the requirements as compared to other models, because and other models we just whole go to the requirement phase, analysis, designing, testing, coding, testing and maintenance, all those phases. After that the completion the model, if there is some changes, then it is very complicated to change all the things in every phase. So because the whole process will change. But here in because they are focused on the coding also, so there's a, you can say rough thing or a short thing, so it is easy to change in this model. So usually this model is preferred when something which is not clear, so they are using this model. And easy to develop and test when iteration are small, so customer can give his feedback quickly. More than one iteration can be going parallel at same time. Now come to the disadvantages of iterative model. uh, this this is comparatively more resources are required. In this, skilled managers is needed to manage, otherwise project costing is increased. Project started with complete project architecture design can result issues in future. So the cost is higher than waterfall model. Okay, so this is the disadvantage of this iterative model. Thank you. This is all about today's session, and this session powered by digital version 2.0, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.